Hi, welcome to the advanced class, and this is for weeks 9 and 10. So the dog, don't forget, practice your heel on leash, your stand for exams, your recalls. Also return back on your recalls so that you're doing a recall sit stay. Do your long sit, do your long downs. What I want you guys to focus on while we have this time is to work on more attention training. So this is what when you first joined the class, we worked on this, but I just want to revisit it because if your dog has great attention, then they're going to be able to work for you a lot better. If their mind is always elsewhere, then they're going to have a hard time paying attention to you or doing the things that you're asking of them because they're distracted looking at other things. So I just want to revisit this attention training. One of the keys is we're not going to tell the dog anything, but if they're looking at us, we're going to mark it, and then we're going to praise and reward it. If our dog continues looking at us, we're going to keep praising them and keep rewarding them. All right? We don't have to mark it again, but we do need to praise and reward. So I'm going to have a bunch of treats in my left hand, and I'm going to hold it close to my belly. And if my dog looks at me, yes, good boy. And if he continues looking at me, good boy, that's the way. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Attaway. So I can even extend out between rewards. Yay, that's the way. By keep praising him. Attaway. Attaway, good boy. Attaway. Good boy. So you saw how long it was before I gave him a reward on that one. Now he's not looking at me, so as soon as he looks at me again, then I need to mark and reward. Yes, good boy. Good boy, that's the way. Good boy. Good boy, that's the way. Good boy. Good boy. So you saw as soon as he looked away from me, I stopped my praise immediately. Don't forget, you can't just continue praising. You have to be aware that if they stop looking at you, you need to stop that praise. So the next thing we want to do, because we have the treats in our hand, we can also teach our dogs not to pick up the treats. So what I'm going to do is, as he's looking at me, I'm going to praise and reward just like attention training, but I'm going to give him one and I'm going to drop a bunch. And if he tries to pick it up, I'm going to jerk his head up and tell him to no. And if he leaves it, I'm going to take out some more treats and reward him with it if he looks at me. All right, so this is how it looks. Heel. Good boy. As you can see, he's looking at me. Good boy. So now I'll give him one, and I'll drop the rest. Yay, good boy. So you saw he looked at me, so I'm going to praise and reward it. Good boy. Good boy. That's the way. Now I can also add variations to this where I can tell him to heel. And we walk by the treats. Yay, good boy. And I'll drop the rest. He doesn't pick it up, I'll reward him again. Good boy, that's the way. Good boy. That way. And I'll start it again. Heel. Good boy. Good boy. And then I can reward and drop some. Good boy. Or drop some if he looks at me. Good boy. That way. Now I can heel past his treats, and if he tries to pick it up, I'm going to correct him. But if he doesn't pick it up, I'm going to praise him. Heel. Yay, that's the way. Good boy. Good boy. I can even stop almost right on the treats. Good boy. Now I ran out of treats, so I'll actually pick up some of these so I have more treats. Good boy. Heel. Yay, good boy. So he's actually sitting on some treats and he knows it, but he doesn't care. Good boy. Heel. Good boy. Another variation you can do is even recalling your dog past the treats. So if you have a nice strong recall and I want you to use something better than what you just gave them now, right? And you have to be able to stop them if they're going to go pick it up. So don't go too far away. The first time you try this, you can only be about 6, 7 feet away because you need to stop them if they try to pick up the treat. Stay. I'll put the treat in my mouth. Come. Yay, good dog. That's the way. Good boy. Stay. So as you can see, he recalled past the treats, and he's even sitting on some treats. I got some treats on the ground here. We'll try it again. Start with treats in my mouth. Come. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, away. And remember, we never finish our dogs when we do recalls, so I'm going to return to him. Stay. And I can return back to the heel position. Heel. Good boy. And that's how you can use the treats for your attention training. You can also use treats as a distraction where you give them some and drop some. You can even, when the dog gets good at it, then you can make it harder where you even recall the dog past the treats. And as you can see, Kodachi didn't even care about the treats on the ground. He only cared about getting it from me, because all the time he gets treats, I always give it to him. I never let him pick treats up off the ground. That's why I purposely drop treats, so I can teach him not to pick it up off the ground. All right, another thing we can revisit is during our about turns. If you have nice tight about turns where they stay nice and close to your side, then the right turns become duck soup. It's easy for the dog because it's the same motion of your hip turning. So if you watch Kodachi here, I'll do some about turns and right turns, and you're going to see how close he stays to my side. Heel. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Good boy. So you see how nice and tight he was to my leg the whole time when I was doing about turns and right turns. He didn't go out wide. And this is how I teach it. So I teach my dog to follow my leg. So we've done this before, but I want to review it because, like I said, if you have nice tight about turns, you'll have nice tight right turns. So I'm not even going to worry if my dog doesn't sit in this one. Just going to grab a bunch of treats. I'll hold it in my left hand, and I'm going to turn on the spot. So stay. I'm going to be heeling with my dog, and I'm just going to pivot around. Well, let me go this way. I'm going to pivot around, and I'm just going to stop right here on this spot, and I'm going to reward my dog. I'm not even going to take another step forward. All right? So I pivot and reward, pivot and reward. So I'm moving. As soon as I pivot around, I'm going to stop right here on the spot and reward. I'm going to move off again, turn on the spot, and reward. So you notice that I never took a step forward after I made my about turn. I just turned, stopped, and reward. That's how I teach my dog to turn his head with my leg. All right, so this is how it looks. And you can play a lot of this at home. You know, I did a lot of this in the patio of my living room with Kodachi. Just a lot of about turns and stopping. You don't need much room. So this is how it looks. Heel. I pivot on the spot and I reward. Good boy. Heel. I pivot on the spot and I reward. So I'm just watching him. If he turns with me, I'm going to reward him. You notice that when I first rewarded him, I didn't care if he sat or not. He sat now because I stood still, so he knows he's supposed to sit. But while I'm teaching this exercise, I don't even care if they sit or don't sit, even if my motion comes to a stop. All I'm doing is teaching him one single thing, and that's for him to turn his head and stay nice and tight to my leg. So heel. If he turns, yay, good boy. I praise and reward it. Heel. Yay, good boy. Heel. Yes, good boy. Heel. So we can do it here. Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy. So you notice I'm pivoting and stopping right on a spot. Heel. Yeah, away. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So if your dog goes wide, do not reward the wide. You don't have to reward them unless you get what you want. All right? So If your dog goes way wide like that, don't reward him, but try. You got these food in your hand, lure him. Once your dog knows that the food is there and you're luring, it's almost like luring your dog, but like I said, you can teach your dog a lot of stuff by luring. Later on, you're going to change it and turn it into rewards. All right, so if my dog went wide, I wouldn't reward it, and then I try to do it again. Don't forget, don't try to turn super fast too. Just be nice and smooth. The smoother you can be, the better. Heel. I turn right on the spot. Yes, good boy. So you notice how he turned his head with me. That's what I'm looking for. And that is your about turn. All right, so now we're going to do perch work. Remember, once we got our dog running to this perch and they really love the perch, I'm going to show you what we can do with the perch now as far as obedience is concerned. So I have my perch on the ground. See, my dog really loves the perch. Hey, good boy. Now I can teach him to heel. Heel. Hey, he goes in the heel position and he puts his feet on the perch. I can teach him to move this way. Hey, good boy. And I walk around the perch and I reward him. Katana. Come on. Heel. Heel. Yes. So he can come this way. So this is the harder way, moving away from you, away from the dog. Heel. So I just tell my dog heel, keep him in the heel position. Heel. Good. I can walk towards him this way. Add pressure. Teach him to turn both ways. Good boy. I can also I can teach him fronts. Good boy. Front. Good boy. Front. Good boy. Front. Front. Good boy. Stay. All right, so watch how the dog, how Katana looks as he's spinning around the perch when I'm moving away from him. Heel. So you see how he looks? Good boy. All right, and now, Katana, heel. Stay. Watch how he looks when I'm doing a 360 to my left. You're going to see that his footwork is almost the same. Heel. See, it almost looks like he's on a perch. And that's because I've done work on the perch, that now when I do this 360 to the left, it's very easy for him because it's almost the same as perch work, although it's heeling. Now, heel. So if you look at him, it's just like he's on a perch. Good boy. Good boy. All right, this is a few more things we can do with the perch. I have Kodachi with me now, and you'll see that he really loves the perch also. And I'm going to show you how to do signal work where they don't move their front feet. All right, go on the perch. Yeah, that way. Good boy. All right, so we can teach the dog the sit signal. Sit. Good boy, and he stays on the perch. Yeah, front. Good. Sit. Good. Oh, perch. Yes. Sit. Yay, good boy. We can teach them the down, or I'll show you the stand. We can teach them the stand. Yes. Good boy. Off of the perch. So you notice on the stand, when they learn it off of the perch, their back legs come up and not their front feet move forward for them to stand. We can do a down, down, right? They stay on that. One thing I like about using the perch when I do my signals is the dog doesn't crawl forward because they know that this should be on the perch. So even though he's not perfectly on the perch, he's not crawling forward when I do my signals. From this, I can do a sit. Rachi, sit. Good. Sit. Good boy. Right? And then you want to vary it. You don't want to always make it a stand to a down to a sit. Sometimes you want to go a stand to a sit or a down to a stand. Right? All depends. You just want to keep switching it around. Down. Good boy. And now I do this to a stand. Stand. Oh, wrong feet. Wrong feet. Yay. Good boy. So if he puts his back feet on it, because Kodachi loves to put his back feet on the perch, I just push him back this way and let him know that in this game we're playing right now, we're doing front feet. But since he did that, I'll show you how you can even make your dog walk backwards so that they can find the perch. Over here. Right? Back, perch. You see how he's looking for the perch as he's walking backwards? Over here, right? Find your perch, perch, perch. Yay, good boy. And for Kodachi, he loves this game. He'd rather put his back feet than his front feet. And that's all the different things we can do with the perch. This is the dog trick of the night. We're going to actually teach our dog to walk between our legs. So this is how it's taught. Stay. I'll go in front of my dog. As soon as my dog comes between, I'll reward right here without any motion. And I'll just reward, 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 and give my dog a lot of rewards for staying here. Good boy. All right, and then once they kind of get used to here, I'll take a step. Yay, and I'll reward. So I like to reward up real close to my body, because look what happens if I stick my hand out too far away from my body. You see how my dog comes out? And that's what I don't want. I want my dog to stay under me. So I'm always going to reward, keep my hands really tight to my body and reward right over here. So we'll just start it again. So remember, in dog tricks, we don't say no. If the dog makes a mistake, we just start all over. All right, so stay. Yay, my dog comes underneath. Good boy. And now I start rewarding because he's in a position that I want. I'll take a step. Yay, good boy. I'll take another step. He moves. Yay, good boy. All right, and I'll just reward one step at a time. So let's say I took about 10 steps already, one step at a time, and every single time I took a step, I rewarded him. All right, then I can try to take 2 steps. Yay, good boy. He stays under, I reward. Remember, keep your hands tight to your body. So you see how Katana's looking straight up at the treat, all right, so that he doesn't go too far forward. And after that, you can take a couple steps. I would go like couple steps each time and reward. And then, so I drop the treat, stay. And I'll start it again. So if he comes, so you saw how he didn't come under my body. Did I say no? No, I didn't, right? There are no no's in dog tricks. So I'll just start it all over. Stay. Yay, good boy. And when I got what I want, now I praise and reward him. Good boy. All right, and I'll show you this. Once you do one step, reward after every step. Then you go 2 steps and you reward after every step. Then you go 4 steps, you reward. Go back to taking a couple steps, reward, then start varying it. And then eventually you can do all different kind of stuff. So you can take steps with your dog. You can do turns with your dog under here. And you notice how I'm rewarding kind of consistently. Not really counting how many steps I'm taking, but I'm just rewarding every so often. And I can turn with my dog. My dog learns to turn with me. Right? We can go this way. If your dog knows how to walk backwards, you can even go backwards. Your dog goes backwards, and I reward him. Good boy. I can go forward. Right? I can go in a circle. Good boy. I can go in a circle the other way. Good boy. And that's how we teach our dog to walk under us. If you have any questions, don't forget you can always call me 389-8010, or you can email me at katanasale@gmail.com, and I'll walk you through the lessons. Make sure you play with your dogs after you train every single time so they're super happy training. This is the last lesson. I really appreciate you taking your classes from me and trusting that I will teach you the obedience. And I hope you all enjoyed the class. Thank you.